Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening Show today. And on this Cricket Happening Show today, Australia finally had the wood over India as the final one-day international between Australia and India ended with the Australians winning the match by 35 runs. They too had the problem with the dew, but they won it. So definitely full credit to Australia. The Australian coach Justin Langer was absolutely ecstatic when the win came, and Australia took the ODI series, the Paytm Trophy, the India-Australia ODI series 3-2, and kudos to Australia. They played superbly, and once again Usman Khwaja really led from the front, and Usman Khwaja was the player of the match and the player of the series for picking up his second ODI, his third ODI century of his career, but the second ODI century of the series, as he made exactly 100 runs. And I'll be talking about this game where Australia actually beat India, and also the other match which I'll be dwelling on would be the Sri Lanka versus South Africa, where the South Africans continued to steamroll the Sri Lankans as they went on to their fourth consecutive win in the fourth one-day international to take a 4-0 lead in the series and now get ready for a clean sweep of the series. But so these are things, and other than that, we'll also have a look at some cricket news if time permits. But let's concentrate on the India-Australia game, which was going to be a real cruncher according to me. And it was, as I said, it was played at the home ground of the Indian captain Virat Kohli. Let's have a look as to what happened. So Australia were the ones. The toss was actually won by the Aussies, and Aussies decided that they will actually have a bat first. And it was a good partnership which was going along at a steady pace. So today, Virat Kohli decided to open with Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Mohammad Shami. In fact, Mohammad Shami and Ravindra Jadeja entered the Indian team with KL Rahul being dropped, and so Bumrah was there, but Bumrah was coming as first change. But if you look at the card, if you look at the card there, Usman Khwaja, as I said, once again showed what a wonderful player he is, and he's really blossoming into, I would say maturing into a very good ODI player as well. 100 of 106 balls, 10 fours and 2 sixes in that knock. Aaron Finch and Usman Khwaja opened the innings. Aaron Finch, he got 27, but what a delivery from Ravindra Jadeja. It was a good partnership which actually went on to add 76 runs for the first wicket in 15 overs. When Ravindra Jadeja got a delivery, what a delivery it was. It was a sort of a beauty of a delivery. Basically there was some fizz off the pitch as well, as he fired this ball on the middle stump, and the ball actually went away to beat the straight bat of Aaron Finch and crashed into the stump. So this is a sort of a delivery, a dream delivery one could say, and for left-arm spinners this is the classical one which actually beat the bat and hit the stumps. So Finch was gone for 27 of 43 deliveries with 4 fours. Usman Khwaja in the meanwhile was doing a good job there. The pitch was a bit slow. I wouldn't say it was very easy for stroke making. Hanscom once again showed his contribution. Once again made the contribution to the team, but not before Usman Khwaja today had played in a much aggressive fashion. In fact, if you look at the card there, they were 175 for 1 at one stage, but after that they were restricted to 272 for 9 by the Indian bowlers. So that goes to the credit of the Indians, no doubt about it. Hanscom got a delivery from Mohammad Shami that lifted off a length, and Hanscom was caught behind by Pant for 52 of 60 balls, 4 fours. Suddenly there was a dip in the fortunes of the Aussies as the Indian bowlers started holding sway, and definitely with the score on 175 for 1 in the 33rd over, one would have expected the Aussies to score in excess of 300, but that didn't happen thanks to the Indian bowlers. Maxwell was a victim of the bowling of Jadeja, trying to play a airy-fairy stroke. Stoinis was clean bowled by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for 20 of 27 balls, 1 4 and 1 6. Turner, the hero in the previous ODI, was scalped by Jadeja when he attempted a big stroke against Kuldeep Yadav. 20 of as many balls, 2 4s and 1 6. Carey was an excellent catch which was taken by Pant. He wanted to actually hit the ball, probably just wanting to steer the ball behind the point region, and Pant was the one who actually dived forward to take an excellent catch. So that was well done by Pant, no doubt about it. But at that time, the score when Carey was gone, the score was 229 for 7. At 229 for 7, and this was in the 46th over with Cummins and Jai Richardson at the crease. But Jasprit Bumrah was doing a great job till such time. He was bowling superbly. He had bowled 8 overs in a very miserly manner compared to all the other Indian bowlers. And little did they realize that this particular pair, now one does not know what happened to Bumrah, because Bumrah is such a good bowler. He leaked 19 runs I think it was his 9th over, where Jai Richardson actually slammed him for 3 boundaries, and his contribution was 29. So it was a very breezy little partnership, one could say, because in probably 18 very few number of balls, they had added 34 runs to the good, and that was the difference today. If you look at the victory margin of the Aussies, it was 35 runs, and this was something which was criminal according to me. And one does not know whether Bumrah decided, just because they are the tail enders, just wanting to bowl a bit loose, and that probably resulted in Jai Richardson taking advantage. He was run out for 29 of 21 with 3 boundaries, and Cummins contributed 15 of 8 deliveries, 2 fours. Out to Kumar. Nathan Lyon was not on. 272 for 9. So India definitely done a good job in restricting the Aussies to 272 for 9. If you look at the bowling card, Kumar 10 overs 3 for 48 did very well. Shami 9 overs 257. Bumrah till the 8th over, he was very, very economical. As I said, in the 9th over, 19 runs were taken by Jai Richardson and Cummins. I think a total of 4 boundaries were hit in that particular bowling spell of Bumrah. And the final, the death overs, in the 19th over, in his 9th over, one could say, he leaked 19 runs, and that was really criminal according to me. None for 39, because one would expect Jasprit Bumrah, a bowler of his stature, to definitely keep things down, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and that resulted in the Aussies at least getting 272 for 9. But in the end, it didn't really matter, because it turned out to be a winning score for them. Kuldeep Yadav, 10 overs 1 for 74, was taken to the cleaners today. 10 overs 245, Jadeja did a good job. And as far as the Indian batting was concerned, India were expected to India were chasing 272 for 9, which was done by the Aussies. And they had to score at the rate of 5.44. The start was not Shikhar Dhawan. In fact, walked as he nicked Cummins to Carey. It was the first wicket. He was gone for 12 of 15 balls with 2 boundaries. And then Kohli came in to join Rohit Sharma, and the partnership just started building up as it went past the 50 mark and past the 60 mark, as Kohli and Rohit Sharma slowly settled down. But Adam Zampa, the next wicket to go was Virat Kohli. Now Virat Kohli was a victim of the bowling of Marcus Stoinis. There was some extra bounce for Stoinis, and as I said, Virat Kohli would have been definitely disappointed. It was his hometown, and this was back of length delivery, trying to play the cut shot. It took the top edge, and Carey took the catch. He was gone for 20 of 22 balls, 2 4. So Virat Kohli was a goner, and the score read 68 for 2. And Rishabh Pant came in after the dismissal of Kohli, but Pant could contribute only 16 of 16 balls. He got a ball which actually, it was a very good ball from Nathan Lyon, which actually dipped in and it spun as well. And Pant tried to play at it, and he got an edge onto it, and the slip actually took a good catch. So he was gone. But Rohit Sharma was still there. Rohit Sharma was living a bit dangerously when Kutto. He had got a sort of a reprieve of the bowling of Zampa, but Zampa, as you know, is really becoming a very smart bowler, and that's what one has seen. That Adam Zampa has really come of age, according to me, in this particular ODI series, because he has taken the big wickets. He has taken Virat Kohli's wicket, and now he saw Rohit Sharma advancing down the crease and very smartly bowled that delivery, and it was the wicket for Zampa as Alex Carey actually stumped him. And then after that we saw Vijay Shankar, also a victim of the bowling of Adam Zampa, as he tried to go for the big hit. He was caught at long on. He's gone for 16 of 21 balls, but Rohit Sharma contribution was 56 of 89 deliveries, which included 4 boundaries. So he was gone, Shankar was gone, and now they had Kedar Jadhav and Ravindra Jadeja at the crease. And Ravindra Jadeja was stumped. Now this was a delivery where Jadeja actually came forward. Jadeja came forward on the forward prod. He was totally deceived by the googly from Adam Zampa, which he knew little about. It was all over as Carey had done a very good stumping, and Jadeja was walking back to the pavilion for naught. So that was a big blow, because Jadeja was specifically taken because of his batting ability and his being an all-rounder, but that also didn't really work out for India. But what one saw was that India did not lose hope. Even though Jadeja was gone and India were reeling at 132 for 6 in the 29th over, India did not lose hope. They had Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, who definitely one can't term him as a all-rounder, but what an innings he played. This is the first time I'm seeing Bhuvaneshwar Kumar playing in real ODI fashion, and he was there with Kedar Jadhav was there at the crease. So that was the good thing, because Kedar Jadhav is a very reliable player, and they put on a 90-odd run partnership to keep the hopes flying for India, because they took the score on to 223, and they almost brought it to the death overs there, because they really took the game very, very close. But in the end, that didn't happen. Cummins was bowling superbly. Jai Richardson came back, and it was all over, as they kept on losing the wickets. They lost Kedar Jadhav. Kedar Jadhav's contribution was 44 of 57 balls, 4 fours and 1 6. Kumar's contribution being 46 of 54, 3 fours and 2 sixes. As you know, Cummins has been having a great ODI series. He has taken 14 wickets in this ODI series, which is the highest by an Australian bowler in India. Shami was out for 3 to the bowling of Richardson. Yadav fell to Stoinis. Bumrah was not on 1, and the Indians' innings folded at 237. Thus the Aussies winning by 35 runs, and thus winning the ODI series 3-2, and congratulations to them. Cummins 10 overs, one made him 38 runs and 2 wickets on the money. Jai Richardson 10 overs, 247. Stoinis 4 overs, 231. Nathan Lyon 10 overs, 1 made and 1 for 34. Adam Zampa to me was the real difference. 10 overs, 1 made and 46 runs and 3 wickets. And Maxwell 6 overs, none for 24. So that was and Usman Khwaja was not only named the man of the match, he also got the player of the series, and rightly so. And Australians would be absolutely thrilled with this result, because now for India, just before the World Cup, the audition is all over now, because India are not going to play any one-day internationals. It is going to the focus will shift to the IPL, Indian Premier League T20. So they'll be playing the T20 version of it, and so now everything will depend on India, because India doesn't have any ODIs before the World Cup. But as far as Australia are concerned, they are embarking on a 5-match ODI series against Pakistan, United Arab Emirates, and so they still have time to do some experimentation. So definitely one is looking forward to that series, Pakistan versus Australia in the United Arab Emirates, which is coming up. Now we'll talk about the other match. Now we are talking about a match between Sri Lanka and South Africa. Now Sri Lanka, South Africa, as I said, South Africa have been doing a great job. They have already won the ODI series, so it was only a matter of whether Sri Lanka could salvage something, but they couldn't, as South Africa won by 6 wickets. Now, as far as this game was concerned, Sri Lankans were the ones who batted first at Port Elizabeth, and they never got the game under control. Especially the South African bowlers bowled a superb line. All the pacers, Steen, 7 overs, 1 for 32. Lungi Giri, 5 overs, 1 maiden, 1 for 22. Nodji, the new cap, did a fine job. He really ramped up the pace, got some good extra bounce. He was the one who was getting more extra bounce than the others because of his height probably. 8 overs, no maiden, 357. Felikwayo did a good job, 5.2 overs, no maiden, 21 runs and 2 wickets. And they had Shamsi 1 for 34, Dumini bowled 1 for 21. Now 189 all out. If you look at the Sri Lankan card there, the highest scorer was Avishka Fernando, who made 29 of 27, 5 boundaries in that. Taranga was out for 4. Oshada Fernando left for naught. And then Kushal Mendis was out for 21. Priyamal Pereira was actually making his one-day international debut, but it resulted in a golden duck for him, as in the very first ball, Nodji actually got his wicket by getting him caught behind. So he was gone. Not a good debut for Priyamal Pereira. Mendes out for 9. Dhananjay De Silva 22. But what really came as a sort of a real shocker for the South Africans, because they were absolutely down in the dumps with the score at 97 for 7. And from 130, and they were 131 for 9 at one stage. So, and this was in the 34th over. So one thought that, it's only a matter of they're wrapping up. But suddenly we saw Isuru Udana suddenly turn up his game a big notch as he started targeting the bowlers by hitting the sixes between the mid-wicket and long-on region, as he racked up 78 of 57 balls with 7 fours and 4 sixes to give a sort of a I would say defendable total of 189. They were all out for 189, but Isru Udana to me was a real shocker because he really played superbly. 78 of 57 deliveries, which included 7 fours and 4 sixes. Now South Africa, replying to the Sri Lankans 189 all out, got a 6-wicket victory. Well, they didn't have any problems at all. De Kock once again showed what a big asset he is for South Africa, as he picked up his probably, I don't know, it's the third, fourth 50. He has been in prolific form in this ODI series. 51 of 57 balls, which had 6 boundaries in that. Hendricks was out for 8. Markram made 29 on his comeback of 32 balls with 3 fours. Du Plessis making 43 of 38 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6. And then Miller clasped 25 unbeaten runs of 33 deliveries, 1 4 and 1 6. And Dumini 31 of just 21 deliveries, 4 fours and 1 6. Both were unbeaten, and the game was over. It was a 6-wicket victory for the South Africans, as South Africa took a 4-0 lead in the ODI 5-match ODI series. Now, if you look at the bowling, Dhananjay De Silva 10 overs, 1 maiden, 41 runs and 3 wickets. Malinga 7 overs, none for 38. Udana 2 overs, none for 15. Kasundrajita 5 overs, 1 for 32. Mendes 4 overs, none for 34. Oshada Fernando 2 overs, none for 16. And Pereira 2.5 overs, no maiden, none for 13. Isru Udana was named. I mean, it would have been a bit of a surprise, but absolutely so, because as I said, he played superbly. 131 for 9, and he took the score to 189 with some real hitting, and that too against the pace quartet, the South African pace quartet against which definitely has a lot of pace. Now Isru Udana was named man of the match for his splendid innings, and I thought that was the right way to go, because one was wondering, he bowled 2 overs for 15 runs, why he was given the man of the match. But it really tells me a lot that Isru Udana's innings was really, really recognized. What an innings! So that is a good thing for Sri Lanka going into the World Cup, that Isru Udana is someone who is really capable of playing the big innings, and that was really good to see that Isru Udana really came to the party But unfortunately, as I said, he at least could give a sort of a defendable score to something to bowl at. So definitely, Usman Khwaja deserves a lot of credit for that. And I think the match adjudicators have done the right thing in naming Usman Khwaja as the player of the match. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, but this being said, it's about time for me. Now you can keep an eye on my Twitter, and that's about it as far as today's cricket show goes. And it's good night from here. Thank you.